With a total trade volume of $200 billion between China and Africa, comes the increase in migration between the two partners. So also increase in intermarriages, and as a result comes the Chinese African kids, a fast-growing new segment of a modern China. Over 200,000 Africans are believed to be in China, with majority in the southern city of Guangzhou, where it is estimated that over 4,000 families of Chinese African marriages with thousands of Chinese African kids live. The first decision to be made on these Chinese kids from day one is their nationality, that is to follow their father or follow their mother's nationality, as this will be the basic direction for their education and future. Madam Kaya, a Chinese woman married to an African from Congo for over 25 years, feels the system and the laws are not favorable to these mixed kids of Chinese African parents.
我的孩子的同学们都去上很多补习班的，从小学1年级开始，他们就会上很多补习班，数学的、奥数。
It's very difficult. It's not easy to get our mixed kids to school because even though they are Chinese by passport, many at times are not considered as such. How to move them to our province of origin? Very difficult. We have to move them when it is time for high school examination. Move them away from where we are based now, or we have to take them to private schools, which is very, very expensive. They can only sit for high school examination in the provinces of their mother because they are bearing mother's passports. And now we are thousands of miles away from our provinces of origin. This is really a big problem in their education and their future. That is why Mr. Kaya, the father of 3, has already started planning for the education of his kids outside China. And he is planning to send them away or to leave them here. But the decision now is that they are to go away. They have to go to another country for higher education.
Have the university here, and probably postgraduate they will be going maybe to the United States or Canada, I don't know. But family of the mother, they are Chinese, definitely. No matter how, after being graduate here or maybe being graduate abroad, they'll be back in China and probably have a good job in China. More opportunity here for the moment being, even if than going back to Africa, I guess.
All this skepticism from the parents of these kids on their future and education. How do these kids feel about themselves, education and future? A 20-year-old Kaya Ping has this to add on her future and education.
School is very beautiful and I have some friends. They are very helpful. Some people will ask me where I'm from, but I don't know where I'm from because my mother is Chinese, but my father is Congo. And I have a dream. I want to be a Chinese singer.
With living visa in China becoming a big problem for most of African fathers of these kids, so a threat to their education and future of living together with both parents in China. So most of the parents decided to register the kids as Chinese in order to solve this problem. Ms. Pang is married to an African for over 15 years. She has this to say.
出生的时候，我们就要决定他是否用爸爸的护照，还是用妈妈国家的护照。
Comes to discrimination, I don't think there is. The only thing that is available is misunderstanding and sometimes ignorance. The kids sometimes feel their teachers are not treating them the same as they do to their Chinese classmates. So also their classmates, who most of the time see them as foreigners. This may have some negative effects on their education. It also may affect their confidence. That notwithstanding, they mix freely with other kids. They visit our homes and we visit their homes, but still they feel there is distance and they don't feel much belonging to the society. A lot has to be done by both the government, the society, and the teachers to bring confidence into the minds of these mixed kids so that they feel they are part and parcel of this Chinese society. With the increase in number of these Chinese African kids, in China. There is no doubt the African community leadership is feeling the heat. Mr. Ojukwu is the president of African community in Guangzhou.
These are our children because most of them, Chinese only have one identity. And when you born them here, they will not have the Chinese ID or even Chinese passport. Then it becomes a problem to us because when the children are not going to school, they cannot join with the local school. They only go to private school or international school, which is very high cost to us. That every month you're paying almost 3 to 4, 10,000 RMB, depending the kind of school. So this is the problem we are facing now.